Rey, who are you? Disney-Lucasfilm Warning: there are potential spoilers ahead for Star Wars. One of the biggest questions Star Wars The Force Awakens left unanswered was the identity of Rey, the young scavenger from the desert planet of Jakku. Since 2015, Star Wars fans have come up with a lot of theories on who the young girl can possibly be. And the speculation goes way beyond whether Rey's a Solo or a Skywalker or even a Kenobi. With The Last Jedi upon us in December, the question will certainly come back to the forefront. Insider searched through the many theories we could find about the mystery girl. Some are pretty feasible and some of them are truly out there. We'll have to wait until The Last Jedi or beyond to find out whether any of these theories pans out. Keep reading to see 11 theories fans have to explain Rey's heritage. Few as one-page slides. Did they really have only one child? Disney-Lucasfilm. Another big theory is that Rey is the daughter of Han and Leia, making her Kylo Ren's sister. How the theory goes: before Disney's purchase of Lucasfilm in 2012, the accepted Star Wars canon included one of many novels that featured Han and Leia's twin children named Jaina and Jacen. The one twin, Jacen, fell to the dark side. Though the novelizations are no longer canon, many believe Lucasfilm may be loosely adapting Jaina and Jacen as Rey and Kylo Ren. As well, Rey and Han seem very similar. Not only were the two finishing each other's sentences in The Force Awakens, but Rey also had a knack for mechanical engineering similar to Han. Why people don't buy it? It's extremely strange that Leia and Han never mention having a daughter in TFA. Sure, maybe they never speak of her because they thought they lost her long ago, but in the novelization the two refer to Rey as no one special but the girl. You can read more on Rey being a Solo here. Say what? Lucasfilm. The last major theory that has been growing on us in the past few months is that Rey is a Kenobi. How the theory goes: there is a lot of time in between Star Wars Episode 3 and Episode 4, and some think Obi-Wan may have had a love interest after he went into hiding. There is some evidence to support this since he falls for Duchess Satine in the animated series The Clone Wars. A lot of people also point out that she has an accent similar to Obi-Wan's. Fans think there are a lot of hints to Kenobi and Rey's connection. For instance, when Rey first comes in possession of Luke's lightsaber, she hears a multitude of voices including Obi-Wan's, both Ewan McGregor and Alec Guinness. Sure, Anakin's lightsaber may have called to Rey, but Obi-Wan was in possession of it the longest. People also see her use of a Jedi mind trick eerily similar to the delivery of Kenobi throughout the Star Wars saga. Furthering the theory is that Disney reportedly has plans for an Obi-Wan Kenobi movie, and it's been hinted we could see the character pop up in December's The Last Jedi. Why people don't buy it? Kenobi doesn't seem like the kind of person to break the Jedi code for a woman. It would also be weird for the series to skip over an entire generation of the character's history. You can read more on Rey being a Kenobi here. This is the start of the many strange theories fans have regarding Rey's parentage. Disney-Lucasfilm. Yes, you read that right. One of the most bizarre theories claims Rey is Anakin reborn. How the theory goes: Rey is a reincarnation of Anakin's spirit. It explains why she's so naturally strong in the Force, is a good pilot like Anakin, and has Force visions again, like Anakin. One fan on YouTube notes how Anakin wanted to find a way to cheat death to save his wife, Padme. While he didn't save Padme, maybe he did find a way in death to come back. The theory says this is why Rey resembles Anakin's mother, Shmi, and why we can hear Vader's breathing in her Force flashback. Why it's probably not the case. This theory is really out there. A lot of people are actually open to the idea, however, for its originality. The real question is whether Disney and Lucasfilm would really go down the reincarnation road. While the screenwriter Lawrence Kasdan has said Episode 8 will be some weird thing, this seems a bit too weird to believe. This Hasbro toy is the best representation we have of Benicio del Toro in The Last Jedi. Kirsten Akun Insider. How the theory goes: Rey is the daughter of Benicio del Toro's mysterious new character, now known only as DJ, in The Last Jedi. The Redditor Darth Hodor believes the actor is playing a version of a character from the animated show Star Wars Rebels called Ezra Bridger. The theory I've come up with is that Ezra falls to the dark side. He joins forces with Snoke and together they start manipulating the Jedi, starting with Ben Solo. Foreseeing this, Luke hides Rey from her father, and in retaliation Ezra, through her with Kylo Ren, destroy the Jedi Academy. Luke flees and Del Toro is left without knowing where his daughter is hidden. You can read the full theory here. How believable the theory is. Honestly, this isn't a terrible theory. In April 2015, The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams told a crowd at the Tribeca Film Festival that Rey's parents were not in the movie. But of course, Abrams has been known to misdirect audiences before. Of course, that means it can be numerous other people, too, but DJ is definitely a contender. Is Rey actually the chosen one? Lucasfilm. How the theory goes back in Episode 3, fans noticed that Yoda suggested Anakin may not have been the chosen one spoken of in a Jedi prophecy. Some think Snoke is Darth Plagueis. Read more on that here, and that he willed Rey to life just as he willed Anakin to life through an immaculate conception. Others think Luke helped will Rey to life. After the First Order came to power, Luke went into hiding and went in search of the Jedi temples. There, it took him about a decade to figure out how to bring about another Jedi. Why people don't buy it? To will a Force-sensitive being to life, someone would need to manipulate midichlorians, organisms and all living things. When a being has a significant number of midichlorians, the being will be Force-sensitive. The problem here is that fans scoffed at the idea of the midichlorians when they were introduced in the Star Wars prequel series. It's tough to imagine Disney would want to bring up something that upset fans of the franchise, especially when it looks as if the company is trying to focus on catering to the fans. J.J. Abrams, The Force Awakens director, had even addressed he wasn't adding midichlorians to Episode 7. It doesn't seem as if they would suddenly start. Every female character in Star Wars doesn't need to be related. Disney Lucasfilm people really like their Captain Phasma theories. Since Game of Thrones actress Gwendolyn Christie plays the First Order stormtrooper, fans believe her role has to have a greater significance. How the theory goes in the old Star Wars canon, Luke eventually falls for and marries Mara Jade, an assassin-turned-Jedi originally sent to kill him as a last wish by Emperor Palpatine. Some think Lucasfilm has taken some liberties and have made Phasma into the new Mara Jade, and that Phasma may have been either Luke's wife or a one-time romantic interest. Why people don't buy it? Too much of this doesn't make any sense. As two fans point out on Quora, stormtroopers aren't allowed to have families. Not that rules have ever stopped anyone before. There are no hints at this whatsoever, and it seems silly to make the few women in Star Wars all related to each other.